Redneck Yacht Club.
Craig Morgan took it to the top. Tonight, the songwriter takes us to the place that inspired it. Coming up on Nashville Music and More.
Talk to any songwriter and they'll tell you they never know when the inspiration for a song will hit them. Cars, boat docks, and beer seem to be all the inspiration songwriter Thom Shepard needs.
If somebody had told me that my first hit song was going to be on an independent label, on a guy who was over 40, recorded at somebody's basement in Antioch in their home studio, I would have said there's no way. There's no way. But that's exactly how it happened. And that's how it all began. When an ad that said old Chevy somehow caught my eye. The lady didn't know the year or even if it ran, but I had that $1,000 in my hand.
Thom Shepard came to Nashville to do one of two things: work in television or make a living making music. He was about ready to put down his pen and guitar when he took a chance on sharing an odd idea with a co-writer.
I said, I got this idea. It's a little strange. It's about a haunted car. And he said, well, tell me about it. So I told him the story, and he said, oh my gosh, so that's amazing. He said, I can't believe you told me that story. He said, my cousin went to Vietnam, and he had a Corvette. And he said, you know, cheated death several times in Vietnam, only to come home, and the day he got home, he got killed in that Corvette in a car wreck. 1966, and this is what he wrote.
He said, my name is Private Andrew Malone, and if you're reading this, then I didn't make it home. But for every dream that shattered, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of mine, now it belongs to you.
Writing with Private Malone became Thom's first big hit and became an inspiration for a lot of people, including a soldier.
He said, you know, I joined up because of writing with Private Malone. How does that make you feel? I said, it makes me feel responsible. You know, you have no idea when you write a song like that how it's going to affect people. I think a lot of times as writers, we chase the radio because that's how we make our living. If we're not having songs on the radio, we don't get paid. So, but the times with the songs I've had luck with have almost all of them have been ones that I thought, well, I like it, I believe in it, but I don't know if anybody else will. And but now whenever I get an idea that's a little bit off the beaten path or a little unusual, I go with it. I go there.
Going there led Thom right to the Redneck Yacht Club.
Fast tractors, baitliners, and a party barge strung together like a floating trailer park, anchored out and getting loud all summer long.
This is G-Dock at Elm Hill Marina, and this is where Redneck Yacht Club was inspired by the fine folks down here.
The song docked at #1 for Craig Morgan, Thom Shepard, and Thom's co-writer Steve Williams, all because of a conversation on a tour bus.
They were on the bus together one day, and Steve said, hey, you guys looking for songs for your next record? And Craig said, yeah, what do you got? And so Steve went back to his laptop and burned him a disc and gave it to him, and he said the rest of that trip, every time he'd see Craig or his producer Phil O'Donnell, they'd go, Redneck Yacht Club.
No country songwriter's catalog is complete without a drinking song, and Thom has a few of those.
Tonight it's just me and the boys. Yeah, I'll be a kicking back with Jim and Jack and Johnny Walker, Red and Black. You know they never let me down. They're always good for one more round. Tonight it's just me and the boys.
Kevin Fowler is a country artist that plays clubs all over Texas. He decided to cut Me and the Boys, and he took a legend in the studio with him and turned it into a duet.
I got a call. He said, I got some good news. We're going back in to cut Me and the Boys. And he said, I got a special duet partner on it. I said, who is it? He said, George Jones. I about flipped my lid. George Jones cutting the song is just awesome. That's great. You can't do any better than that. Tonight it's just me and the boys.